All right, so I want to welcome you to this training session. I'll be teaching us about the super trend strategy. All right, and this is a strategy that works very well. It works very well. All right, the accuracy is, you can say, about 70–75% accurate. All right, and with the right risk to reward ratio, with the right money management, you make profit from this. Okay, so I'll start from the setup, how to work around it, and then I will then you check the description section below this video. If you're watching on YouTube, check, you see a link there where you can get this particular template from. All right, so I'll be very fast with this so that we don't take a lot of time walking around this strategy. Okay, if you are on with me and you are ready to go, you can just strike the like button down there. Okay, I hope that this will be a very informative time with each and every one of us. All right, so super trend strategy. First, as the name implies, it's a strategy that helps us to follow the trend. So like I've always said in my training sessions, that the trend is always your friend as a trader. So it's important for you to always respect the trend and trade in line with the trend. So if you can follow the trend, super trend strategy helps us to follow the trend and then milk our profit from, but having taken advantage of the volatility in the market. So for my case study today, I'll be looking at the Euro USD and I'll be working with the 1 hour time frame chart. All right. So this is a chart that I have. I believe you can all see my chart. I'll be showing us how to set this up. Then another thing you need to take note of is that on the MT4 platform, the super trend indicator is not there. It's not there. So you will need to get the super trend indicator. If you check the description section below, I also put instruction there on how to get the super trend indicator. All right. So so let's go on. But in my own case here, I'd already gotten the super trend indicator I'd installed in my MT4. Okay, and I will go ahead to apply it to my chart, and then I will show us how to trade profitably with it. If you are using a trading view, the super trend is readily available there. But on MT4 platform, MT5 platform, it is not available. So you can check the description section again. You will see how to get the indicator, and then you can actually get my template that I'm using. After getting the template, I'll give you a short video on how to install the template so that you just apply it straight to your chart and then you're good to carry on with it. So without the template, you want to set this up directly yourself. This is how to work around it. So the first thing you do is that left to me, I like to customize my chart. I don't like what I'm seeing on the chart. I don't like this box there. I like my charts to be clean. And then another thing is that I like my candles to be in this color. All right. This is what I like to work with. All right. So let's see how it looks like. All right. So this is how my chart, I changed from bar charts, I'm changing to candlestick. Okay, so I believe you can see my chart. I like to move my chart back a little bit so that it's comfortable for me. All right, and then I like to expand the view of my chart. Okay, because it is the chart that I am particular about. All right, so this is what I have here. So because it is a custom indicator, it doesn't come with the MT4 platform, all right, by default. So I'll go to custom. These are the custom indicators that installed here in the past. So this is it here, super trend. So I click on it, and then on this chart, what I'll be doing is that I'll be attaching 3 different super trend indicators. Okay, I'll be attaching 3 different super trend indicators. Now, this will be the setup of the indicators that I'm attaching on this chart. The first is I'll be using 11, the period 11, and the multiplier will be 2. Okay, then for the colors, I'll leave it in the default setting. All right, so I have that on my chart. Again, I'll apply a second super trend indicator. Okay, so for the second super trend indicator, the setting will be for the period, I have period 12. Then I will leave the multiplier at that same setting. Multiplier will be 3. So I have it there on my chart. And then for the third super trend indicator, all right, I hope you're following me. If you're following me, just type in the comment section, I am following. All right, so for the third one, the setting will be for the period, I have period 20, and then I have the multiplier is 5. Okay, so this is quite simple and straightforward. All right, I hope you're following me. So what I'm going to do next is that I will add a moving average. So the moving average I will apply will be the exponential moving average. Exponential moving average 200. So I like to make it very bold. Then I make the color white. All right, then period 200. And then look at this. This is exponential. So I'm not using simple, I'm not using smoothed, I'm not using linear weighted, I'm using exponential moving average. Then I apply it to the chart. Okay, so this is what I have. This is my chart that I have. So how do I trade with this? How do I trade with this? What do I look out for when trading with this? Okay, I hope you're following me. What do I look out for when trading with this? So the first thing I look out for example, so in this situation here, okay, what I will have entered, the trade I will have entered here, okay, I'm coming, please. I like to also put separators on my chart so that I'm able to separate every day. Okay, good. So from this line here to this line here is the trade for today. All right, the candlesticks for today. From year to year are the candlesticks for yesterday. All right, so for today, the typical trade I will have entered will have been anytime this candlestick crosses the 3 super trend indicator downward. Okay, so if you look at this, let me expand the candlestick, let me zoom. Okay, so if you look at it this way, the candlesticks were in between the 3 super trend indicators, then it means that I will not enter any trade according to this strategy. So I will wait until the candlestick breaks out from in between the super trend indicator, either upward or downward. But in this case, because the candlestick are just broken out downward, all right, so what will happen is that and all the super trend indicators are now showing color red. So you look at the first one showing red, the second one showing red, the third one showing red. And again, the candlestick is showing below the EMA 200 line. Okay, it's showing below the EMA 200 indicator. So that's a confirmation that I'm entering a sell trade. Okay, do you get that? The confirmation that I'm entering a sell trade. So if I enter a sell trade here, and then maybe I have a target of, let's say, 330 pips, okay, I'll have hit my profit there. Or better still, so it's either you enter the trade, set a particular take profit target, or you follow it up until it crosses into the super trend again. All right, let me show us a typical setup here. For example, look at this place here. Okay, so we can see here that the candlesticks are in between the super trend indicator, but on this candlestick here, it broke out and then above, okay, and then we see that all the super trend indicators are showing. Sorry, okay, this is it here. I hope you can see my screen. Okay, so it shows here that all the super trend indicators are showing color green, green, green. Okay, so it tells us that we are entering a buy trade. Okay, so that's a signal that the market is bullish. Okay, so entering a buy trade from here. Okay, hold on. All right, I got it. So entering a buy trade from here, we put our stop loss. So what I do usually is that I put my stop loss here at the second super trend indicator. Okay, so I hope you can see here, this is the second. So I enter the trade as soon as this candle closes. Okay, so and then I put my stop loss at this second super trend indicator. Okay, so when you put your stop loss here, it's either you set a take profit target, or better still, if you're not setting a take profit target, you can just as well follow it up until it breaks back inside the super trend. So as soon as, so what happens is that as this trade is going on, okay, I will move. So as this second super trend indicator is going up, what I will do is that I will move my okay, so mind you, let me put it here. Mind you, I enter the trade here. Okay, can you see that? I enter the trade on this line here, and then I put my stop loss here. Even though it's big, okay, it's too far away, but it's safer so that it doesn't knock you out of the trade prematurely. So as this second super trend indicator is moving higher, I will also move my stop loss. Okay, another thing is, can you see it's moving higher? I'll move my stop loss. Okay, and then the more it continues to move higher, I move my stop loss. So by the time I had moved my stop loss to this point, you can see that even if the trade starts coming back down, you see this is the trade from here. Okay, oh no, the trade is from here. So this is the trade from here, from this point. Okay, it's going up in our direction. So even if it starts coming back down and it hits my stop loss, I am still in profit. So it means that I've already locked my profit. Do you understand that? It means that I've already locked my profit. Okay, so another thing that you need to take note of is that, okay, how you can exit your trade. So is it that you have, number one, is it that you set a particular level of take profit? Okay, so for example, in this trade, if you have set your take profit to 50 pips, you'll have achieved it here, okay, within 24 hours. All right, or better still, you did not set a particular take profit level. Possibly you can also wait for it to cross back inside the super trend. So as soon as one of the super trend changes to color red, what will you do? You close the trade. Okay, so if I'm to follow that particular strategy, it means that I'm closing the trade at about 40 pips. Okay, so that is a profitable trade. So that is a typical example of a buy trade. Let's look for another example for a sell trade. I want to delete this. Yeah, let's look for another example for a sell trade. Now, look at this setup here. Okay, so look at this place here. I hope you can see my screen here. Okay, so what will I do? I'm waiting for all the colors of the super trend to change to color red. And then at the same time, you can see that the candlesticks are under this EMA 200. So what trade are we entering? we are entering a sell trade. Okay, so what I will do is that as soon as this candle closes, I enter a sell trade. I put my stop loss here. So let me put those levels. So I enter my sell trade here. Okay, can you see that? I hope you're following. I put my stop loss at this second super trend indicator, the super trend indicator at the middle. So I put my stop loss there and I use it to trail my profit. Okay, and then I continue to follow the trade. You see, the trade will continue to go downward and downward and downward and downward. So that means I already have about 100 pips already, 150 pips already, okay, 180 pips, 190 pips, up to 200 pips. Okay, so if you set your profit to 200 pips, look at this risk to reward ratio, for example. So you're risking let's say 500 pips here, almost 50 pips here to have about 200 pips. That is ratio 1 to 4. That is ratio 1 to 4. This is a very, very high probability trade. Okay, so this super trend indicator is a very profitable strategy if you know how to use it very well. Okay, I hope you can see that. So if you set 200 pips, you have it there. But if you did not set it that way and you want to follow it up, you are trailing your stop loss, you are trailing it. Okay, I'm coming, I want to pick this. Okay, so I'm trailing it, I'm following the second one. You can see this super trend at the middle. I'm following it. I'm following it. Okay, I keep following it. I keep following it. I followed it up to this level. Okay, until this candlestick, until the trade starts reversing backward. So as soon as it reverses to this point and this candlestick closes, and one of the super trend indicators are changed to color green, lemon there, what am I going to do? I'll close the trade. And what do I have there? It means that I'm already 120 pips in profit. Okay, so I hope you understand that. Another setup, let's look at other setup. This is another one here. Okay, for example, okay, like I always tell us, sorry about that. There's no strategy that is 100% perfect. Every strategy have their own few downtimes. Okay, so look at this one, for example. You enter the trade here and then you bank in a bit of loss, all right, from here. Okay, but imagine you have 200 pips here, you are losing 50 pips here, and then by the time you keep following the trade again, okay, you enter another trade here, you enter another trade at this point, okay, and then you have another 120 pips in profit. So what does it mean? It means that the little 50 pips drawdown that you have here, you already gained it back in this other opportunity that we have. So what are we still looking for? We are still looking for what opportunity? Sell opportunity. In this setup, what are we doing? We are doing nothing, because one of the super trend is lemon, while others are red. So it means that we will not enter any trade. But look at it here. All of them have turned to red. So what are we going to do? You enter a trade here, and then you follow it downward, 150, 170, 180, 200, 230, 240, 250 pips in profit. Okay, in fact, more than 250 pips in profit before it starts reversing, and then it went inside back, and then one of the super trend indicators are changed. So it's a very profitable strategy. If you keep checking it, you check it on and on, okay, you see this is a buy setup. All of them are changed to lemon color. So you enter the trade here, you see that you follow it down here, and then what do you have? You have over 100 pips profit. Okay, another one here, this is another sell opportunity. You enter the trade here, you follow it downward, that's another 150 pips. You have another 150 pips here, there. Okay, this is, you are breaking even here. Okay, for this one here, we won't enter any trade here. We won't enter any trade here. Okay, for this one, we will not enter the trade. You ask me why? Because it is showing, we will not enter this sell trade because it is showing above the EMA 200 line. So we will not enter this trade. So the only trade we are looking for is buy trade whenever the candlesticks are above the EMA line. So for this one now, for example, we enter this trade here and then you follow it up here. So that's about 50 pips in profit. Okay. We look for another buy trade here, another buy opportunity. Okay. You enter it here and then you follow it here. If it comes down back here, so it means we have about just 5 pips or break even, so to say. So I hope you understand this strategy. It's quite easy and quite straightforward. What are you looking for? Number one, we are looking for whenever the candlestick shows above the 200 EMA line, we look for buy opportunities. Whenever it shows for below the 200 EMA line, we look for sell opportunities. Okay. And then when do we know when to buy or when to sell? Whenever all the 3 super trend indicators shows color green or color lemon, what do? We buy. Okay. And then whenever all the 3 super trend indicators shows color red, what do? You sell. Okay, so I hope this strategy is quite straightforward. If you have any question, drop in the comment section below. If you've learned something, you can give me a like. Just strike the like button under the video there and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for your time. See you next time in the next video.